Ring has been busted. A two-day undercover operation in a Bellevue hotel has put more than a dozen men into handcuffs, and it led detectives to underage women, cash, weapons, and drugs. KOMO's Jonathan Cho joins us now with an Operation Crime and Justice report.
And Jonathan, this isn't just a Bellevue problem.
Yeah, Michelle, police say only one of the guys arrested is actually from Bellevue. The rest of the buyers are actually from all over King County.
Bellevue's such a nice, luxury town.
By all accounts, Bellevue is a relatively safe and vibrant community.
You don't look at an area like this and think that any crime is really happening.
But Captain David Sanabria says the sense of security is being exploited by sex trafficking rings and buyers.
It runs a gamut from, retired people, tech workers, blue-collar workers.
Authorities say they're using area hotels for this illegal activity. During a joint undercover operation, Bellevue PD, the King County Sheriff's Office, and the FBI arrested more than a dozen men, including the alleged pimp. Officers also seized cash, weapons, and drugs.
They're just continuing to perpetuate the victimization of these women.
Malik Franklin's accused of selling the sexual services of two teenagers through online ads. The 22-year-old is a convicted felon with a lengthy criminal history and alleged gang ties.
Relax, we'll explain everything to you, okay?
Just last year, police busted a different Bellevue prostitution ring being run out of upscale apartments and downtown hotels.
There's no one solution to sexual exploitation in our community, right? We have to have lots of different interventions.
Paying for prostitution is a misdemeanor, but if convicted, buyers are now required to enter a 10-week rehabilitation program, and authorities are hoping this becomes another deterrent.
Our community is only safe when everybody can get the support that they need.
Preston, tonight the big question is what happened and why, and this investigation is really just beginning. Lawmakers I spoke with say that we're probably going to be learning lessons from this derailment about the future safety.
You can see the flames above the building.
Tonight, investigators are combing for clues after the BNSF train carrying Bakken crude oil derailed, leaving this ominous plume of black smoke seen for miles. The NTSB says 8 cars derailed, 2 of them erupting into flames. Tonight, families evacuated are finally back hours later.
That's when the panic a little bit set in of oh, this is for real.
The train derailed about 13 miles north of its intended location in Custer.
The investigation is ongoing. I'm not going to speculate on this at this time.
We can see that this could have been much worse.
Congressman Rick Larson says after several oil train catastrophes in recent years, lawmakers have imposed new rules for companies to use stronger tank cars. He says this derailment shows more work needs to be done.
We don't know the cause of it, and the cause of it will tell us how much worse it could have been, or just what could have been prevented if this is the worst it could have been.
The derailment comes just weeks after the U.S. Attorney's Office charged 2 women with terror offenses after investigators say they placed shunts on train tracks in Bellingham. Shunts are made up of wires and magnets that can cause trains to derail. The FBI is helping with the investigation, but they haven't made any connections.
We don't want to speculate or correlate it or connect it to this incident until we have more information and a basis for doing so.
The first day of winter delivered heavy rain, flooding, lowland snow, even record high temperatures. Now our weather roller coaster could bring icy roads after snow piled up from North Seattle to the very northern tip of the state. In Linwood, drivers were dealing with flooding and snow all at the same time tonight. We saw cars plowing through standing water as the drenching rain switched to snow. Even downtown Seattle, take a look, saw a burst of wet flakes at the monorail tonight. It didn't stick around here at sea level, but that wasn't the case for many spots in Puget Sound. It really varied depending on where you were, Preston.
Yeah, we watched this turn from rain to snow. It was quite a spectacular event tonight. So let me take you through some of our live feeds to show you what things look like outside right now. It's changing quite a bit, but this is a DOT camera in Snohomish along State Route 9. We watched as snow fell hard there for hours tonight, and you can see the snow is still coating the ground and then the trees there that are lining the freeway. But now the mountain passes, well, they're getting hammered. This is a live look at Snoqualmie Summit, but no one's getting up there because I-90 just closed in both directions from North Bend to Easton because of spinouts and crashes. We have team coverage on this weather-worn day turn night. Meteorologist Abby Coney tracking the temperatures as roads and lowlands could turn slippery tonight. But we start with KOMO's Tammy Mutasa live in Lake Stevens. And Tammy, it's been a mess there tonight.
Preston, that is the word. It's been really messy, really nasty. We got it all today. Rain that's coming down again here in Lake Stevens. We got flooding. We got snow right here that's still sticking. And everybody's wondering what's next. Wild, wicked weather hitting Puget Sound with a 1, 2, and even third punch. The soft snow in Snohomish hit like a heavyweight, catching some folks off guard.
I was shocked. I didn't think we were going to get snow like this, no.
The slush-covered roads forcing drivers to take it slow as they brace for what's next.
Getting a little slick, but not too bad. It might get a little worse later on if it freezes over and stops snowing.
Before the blanket of snow, hours of torrential rain flooded streets, leaving overflowing manholes. In Linwood, cars drove through flooded waters while snow came down. In West Seattle, a river of water flowing down a sidewalk, potentially into businesses. Some couldn't believe the quick transition as temperatures tumbled.
It was like dumping rain for like 8 hours today, and then I look outside and then it's 5 inches of snow.
Those preparing for a long night on the roads offering these wise words.
Leaving extra distance and stuff and just trying not to go out as little as possible.
Stay home if you can't drive in it.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Johnson from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and all of Western Washington. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.